Welcome back to another night of 3A basketball. Tonight we have the Shockers versus the Chosen Ones. Will, you want to talk about our sub here right in front of us?
This is Braden Wilmsmeyer. Haven't heard much about him, but if he's getting picked up by the chosen ones, he's got to be pretty good to
Boom.
replace Landon.
James with the dunk. The Shocker team, I feel like it's really interesting how they just have three guards and no big men, and they're going up against Uncle Lon.
Oh, and Lon with the slam.
I think we're going to see a lot of that
I
this
think
game.
we are, but I think we're also going to see a good game from the Shockers as well. The three guards is a little unconventional, but they make it work with their 3-0 record.
Yeah, that is true.
Proven to be one of the best teams in the league.
The only team with no losses. The Chosen Ones forfeited their game versus the Bombers, so that's like a fake loss. Who knows who would have won that one? A Jawave versus Badra game would be really interesting to see.
It would have been an incredible matchup between
But
two
We will
of the best
never see
players in
that.
the league.
Elijah at the top of the key. Caden with interesting defense. Elijah should just shoot a three. I don't know what he's afraid of out there. Oh! I don't. Did he
Duave
block
almost
that
had the
instantly?
block there.
Wow.
Looked like he almost tipped it in for him.
You'll see that a lot from the Shockers. Just good standard offense. High IQ stuff.
Caden with his signature. Wow. You
No
don't really see
good.
that too much out of
Mid-range.
Caden with that miss.
James pushes it. They slow it down. This is probably the slowest offense, even though they have three guards. Gabe in the post. Gabe's probably not going to get a lot of back down points on Uncle Lon down there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough basket down there to get. They're gonna have to rely a lot on the three tonight.
Caden on Gabe. Gabe spins.
Caden with the good defense.
Yeah,
Kicks it out
Caden's
to
really
James
became
for
a
top
great
50.
defender out here.
He has.
James drives,
Gabe
kicks.
from the top of the key. No good.
We're going to have to see that like constantly from the Shockers if they want to stay in it.
Mm-hmm.
Just good, smart offense. Good push by Braden.
And a
Board
great
by
rebound
Lon.
by Jawave there.
Spin
Looked like
move.
stays in bound.
No man's
Passes
land.
it right to James.
James pushes for three. No
Short.
good.
Uncle Lon with the rebound.
He pushes. That's
Oh wow! I mean,
another dunk by Lon.
That is just unstoppable right there.
We're going to see a whole lot of that tonight. We've not seen very much. Is it still plugged in?
Yeah, I
Still
think
good?
so.
Okay. Little
Doesn't
technical
tug, so-
difficult.
Oh, James, step back, decides not to shoot it.
They're spaced
Kicks
out
it to
poorly
Gabe.
there. Money!
Nothing but net for Gabe.
Beautiful shot. They're going to need a lot of that this game. They're going to have to make those open shots if they want to stick with the Chosen Ones. Chosen Ones won their first game by 24 and their next game by almost 40, I believe. So, yeah, it's a struggle to stay with them. But if anyone can do it, it's probably the Shockers. Braden drives. Caden again.
There it is.
That's beautiful. I mean, I've grown up with Caden, and about 5 years back, you're laughing if he shoots that. I'm gonna be honest.
Yes, but he has really perfected that shot. You
Yeah.
don't really see him miss that too much. You can't really leave him open there.
I mean,
or he's gonna punish you.
We've always said if Caden consistently played basketball, he'd probably be a great player. And I don't know if he's consistently played basketball, but he's consistently shot that shot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's money now.
But step
Driving
in,
kick. Elijah, top of the key three. Money.
nothing. But
Some poor
net
defense
and
by
run.
the Chosen Ones there. Chosen Ones, their strongest suit is probably their chemistry, and they have a sub tonight, no Landon Kimberlin, so let's see a little fumble pass there.
But they still do have Uncle Lon down there.
Lon scores again. That was an interesting one there. Shockers lead by 2. James surveys. Gabe for pump fake.
Oh.
Very standstill offense for the Shockers right here. He drives.
Wow,
Athletic
great
finish.
bucket by
Wow.
Elijah there.
Good body control on the finish there. He was praying he wouldn't see Lon on that contest, and he did not. The score reflects that as well. Braden with the cut.
Oh,
blocked by the rim. Top 2 defenders this game, Uncle Lon. Then the
James
number
for
2 is
three.
the rim.
A
Oh,
little
good.
bit long for James there.
Lon pushes. Oh, tough screen.
Oh,
Gabe might have got
Slams it home.
the wind knocked out of him there on that screen.
if Lon gets going downhill, it's really basically unstoppable to start him. Did you start the clock?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was that.
2 minutes, idiot.
That's my bad. I saw 7 and I was like, did you start it?
Little confusion there. Elijah with triple threat jab series. Caden has not moved an inch, and he still didn't even when Elijah moved.
Oh,
Good finish. Caught Caden sleeping there a little bit.
That offense, the slowness, you'd think it'd be able to read, but it's almost unpredictable because you never know where they're going to go.
Yeah, they'll speed it up every once in a while.
It's hard to go from that 0 to 100 like
Caden
they
again?
do.
Money!
Yeah.
That's such a high shot. You can't block that. Oh, wrong team.
And with how tall Caden is, too. It's hard to get your arms up there.
Gabe takes it up. He's got Uncle Lon on him. That's not a matchup Gabe ever wants to see. Maybe he'll be able to hit some threes. Caden on Elijah. Elijah's going to try to expose this as much as he can. Elijah's got to shoot a fader here. Or a dumb kick out.
Oh,
Gabe for three.
Gabe for
Money! Great play by the Shockers. They've done everything right so far with the Chosen Ones defense.
it's going to be a tough game for the Chosen Ones if Shockers can consistently knock down threes and score on the inside like they have been.
Shockers looked shaky their first game against Dynasty, but they've really put it together. Caden again. That's a good shot.
They had that
Good
incredible
board.
comeback first game against the Dynasty.
Maybe a little bit of jump ball. I guess we're calling it.
Some good defense there to be able to stop Lon.
Oh. Ow. What happened there? There's a jump ball and it's Shockers ball?
Yep.
Gabe kicks it to, or James kicks it to Gabe. Elijah's got Caden on him at the top of the key. I really feel like Elijah's going to try to expose this matchup, but Chosen Ones have pretty good help defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we've seen so many driving kicks. He takes him right.
Oh, wow.
Smooth
Tough finish there by Elijah.
No disrespect to Caden, but Elijah's liking that matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Caden normally guards someone like me, and Elijah's quite the upgrade athleticism-wise. Caden again? No good.
It looks like that other side is where he's really going to be hot from.
Shockers get a rare stop on the Chosen Ones. You only see that if it's a long rebound, because Lon gets that cleanup almost every time. 15 seconds. Shockers, of course, holding the ball.
Their signature.
Yeah. I think they held the ball for 2 minutes one game. So, of course.
If it works, if it's going to get you wins, might be a little unconventional.
That is true.
People may not like it, but
Oh!
a scoop by James. What a shot. Caden with
Caden
the
had the
long
buzzer.
four-pointer.
Air
A
ball.
little bit short.
Great quarter by the Shockers. Shocking quarter, even. 9-point game.
Who's the Polar
Zach
Bears.
Gunn and Josh Campbell. Oh, start the clock. Caden surveys.
Kicks
Quick
out to
pass.
Braden. Drives in.
Oh,
Out to Caden.
great back and forth action.
From
there
his
by
spot.
Chosen
There
Ones.
we go.
That was a great play by the Chosen Ones.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Braden's figuring out that chemistry. That Chosen One offense relies on it. James, the right wing. Gets a good screen by Gabe. Step back three.
Looks like they switched up the defense a little bit. Put Caden on James instead of Elijah.
I'm sure we'll see the Shockers try to expose that and try to have James score on him. Are they? We have outside information from a on-court reporter says they are in a zone.
Looks like a 1-2.
Caden
zone.
almost fell over there.
A little bit long from Elijah there on that fade.
But offensive
But
rebound.
Gabe with the great tip to Elijah.
Ah,
Bug just flew in my eye.
good shot attempt by James. It didn't didn't
Oh.
fall in. We have a
Bug in the eye.
sideline injury over here.
I didn't know I could get injured while commentating.
Who would have thought?
That's a new low for me.
Oh,
Oh.
Caden fumbled that pass, but recovers it.
It's like,
Oh,
great defense by
Couldn't recover that
by
one.
James there.
Elijah pushes, kind of. About
As much as the Shockers
yeah.
push.
Yeah, exactly. James is a smooth jab step. You never know where he's gonna go. Pull up
He's
three.
lethal from that pull up there.
Oh, good.
Didn't show it there, but
He's struggling.
when he's hot, he's hot.
Braden with the drive.
Braden with a good
finish by
basket
Braden.
down there.
We're gonna see more of that from Braden if he wants to fill that gap that Landon has left in Thailand. No good. I think Landon might be training for
Caden
MAO
with the fast
out
break.
there. Spin move finish.
Oh
by
yeah,
Caden
what a finish by
Evans.
Caden. And the defense by Lon.
Cannot push
Gets
it on the
downhill,
Chosen Ones team.
Kicks
Good
it to
pass,
Braden, and Braden
good
with the
finish.
yam.
Great run by the Chosen Ones. The Shockers are gonna have to weather the storm here, get a basket here, and stop this run.
The Shockers are yet to score in this first 2 minutes of the quarter. They're
Yeah.
on the Chosen Ones, are on an 8-0 run right now.
Elijah drives. Good pass to Gabe for the mid-range.
No,
No
good.
good.
A little bit long.
Gabe, that's Gabe's shot on 10. I don't know if it's a shot on 8.5 though. That's good pass by Lon to Braden. Dribbles that out. I think he had a good layup there.
He did. A little lapse in the defense by the Shockers
Yeah.
there that
Cade-
the chosen ones just couldn't take advantage of.
Yeah, a lapse of judgment there.
Mm-hmm.
Caden missed that mid-range. He's normally better from like the corner mid-range areas, not that wing area.
Not necessarily his spot there.
You just keep talking.
Oh, our commentator's helping out the cameraman a little bit here. James at the top of the key with the regular Shockers offense just standing there.
Stay
Oh,
there.
and Gabe passes it to nobody.
Don't see that often. 1 point lead for the Shockers here.
A rare misplay by the Shockers there.
Yeah.
Gives an easy possession to the chosen ones.
That's their whole game is just being smart and not making dumb mistakes.
Caden
Good mid-range.
cannot leave him open there. That is his
They just took the lead.
fourth one.
Yeah.
That's his 10th point of the game already.
Yeah. He had that crazy falling over spin move layup earlier.
You look at this team and you don't really think Caden's gonna be that big of a factor.
Oh, maybe an and one finish there. No call. Great take by Elijah. We're gonna see that again though.
Caden really is that
Good take
that extra.
by Lon.
Oh wow!
Wow!
Slams it
Athletic
down with
move
authority.
by Uncle Lon. Not much you can do about that.
When he gets in the air, it's game over basically.
Yeah, he had the 1-on-3 there, and he took it to him.
No problem for Joave.
Gabe Surveys. James at the top of the key. I guess they are in a zone. It looks like the zone's working. Good 3 by Gabe there.
It's a weird idea to be in a zone with how good of a shooting team the Shockers are.
Yeah. But they were really picking apart their man defense. So, and this has worked pretty well, surprisingly. Caden again. Wow.
12th point of the game, and that's his fifth mid-range from his spot.
Going into this game, the Shockers' game plan was die by Caden. It's a pick your poison type of thing against the chosen ones, and I don't know if they made the right choice so far. Caden's having a great game. Are we about to see them hold for another 2 minutes 30 seconds here? Gabe at the top of the key. Shoots a 3.
A little bit off. Lon with the rebound.
Yeah. I don't know if I love that shot if I'm the Shockers. You can get that almost always. They normally get some better shots though. Good driving kick by
Great slam
Lon.
by Braden there.
Braden's figuring out those places to cut for Lon to feed him.
He is. He's been very quiet down there almost. The Shockers seem to forget about him almost.
Shockers, chosen ones have gone on a run, but Shockers are still keeping it back and forth, which you don't normally see that against the chosen ones. This is where they pull away. Caden again. Oh my gosh.
Money.
Caden again. Caden Shaggy Evans. That's like, what, number 6 from the mid-range?
Yeah. He has been nothing but lethal there tonight.
Number 7 is what our sideline reporter says. Elijah holds the ball at the top of the key. Kicks it down to Gabe down low. He's got Lon on him. They're taking some smart plays. They're not trying to score over Lon a lot. You love to see that. A lot of dribbling here. Driving kicks. No good.
Wow, good rebound by Lon there.
No surprise. Oh. Tried to hit those 2K dribble combos, and it did not work.
Wow,
Good
great bucket
Braden.
there.
Braden's really putting it together this quarter.
That was some great ball handling by Lon there to be able to keep that. He had that 1-on-2, and to be able to keep that ball in his hands to give it to Braden for the bucket was very good.
Joave just looks like Andrew Nemhard with those dribble convos, but he does it in the post. Top of the key 3, no good. Lon with the rebound. Lon's one of those guys that's always going to average 30 rebounds because no one can stop it. Do you think they'll hold the ball here? 35 seconds?
I think they'll look for one shot. It's not unheard of to hold the ball with 30 seconds to get one shot. Yeah. So especially for the Shockers.
Yeah, that is true.
Shockers.
And when you're playing, like when you have someone like Uncle Lon, you can wait for that one shot. You have a good chance of scoring there. He can score basically at will.
Yeah.
Maybe they triple team him, and maybe Caden gets his number 8 on the mid range here.
Let's see how they play. With this 4 seconds remaining, 3.
Braden pump fakes for 3. No good.
No good.
Good defense by the Shockers there. I'm not sure if that's the shot the Chosen Ones wanted, but it was a good attempt.
3&A jerseys brought to you by KXK, the official jersey sponsor of 3&A. Own the game with a jersey as unique as your moves with KXK. Link in description for more info.
Where do you have a full ride to?
Hannibal.
Hannibal Grange?
Yeah.
Dang.
No, it's my academics.
Academic weapon over here, Isaiah Tucker.
Elijah Tucker with the ball.
Top of the key.
He's
No, looks like they're playing a little bit of
Caden
one-on-one
on him
offense
again.
now.
We're
They
gonna
kick
see
out to Gabe. Oh, decides not to take it. Looked like he was open.
You're gonna swing that over to James on the other side. He's alone with Braden. No good
Gabe
there.
short. He's really been short all night on those threes.
He has.
He's sunk a few, but
Braden
to
post
stay
up.
in this game, that Gabe's really gonna have to take over on that 3-point line.
Caden loves those weird underhand passes. He loves underhand shots as well. He doesn't do it much
Oh,
here.
Great
Good finish.
slam there
Yeah.
by Braden.
Great finish by Braden.
Elijah speeding out the offense. You don't really see that much from the Shockers.
Don't worry, they'll slow it
And
right
there we
back
go.
down.
Slowed it right back down.
I maybe see a little post action there. Gabe's posting up Braden. That could be something they talked about. I know that I heard the shot. Oh, good fadeaway by
Good
Elijah.
little bucket there by Elijah.
Chosen One's got to figure that out. I think Elijah's probably leading him in points right now, and it's mainly when Caden's been guarding him. Suave surveys at the top. He's got Gabe on him. Caden again? No good. I like that shot if I'm the Shockers. That was
Yeah.
more rushed. Let him shoot it again. Test
Oh.
him. No good.
Oh.
Wow!
Wow.
Man,
That might go in the not top 10.
you're the chosen ones. That wow. I don't know.
That's a good. The Shockers want that shot right there.
Caden's more of a catch and shoot, not much off the dribble.
Ah.
No one saw it. The backboard felt it. Gabe at the top of the key. Pass it. I was going to say they should look for that backboard, but it's the Shockers, and they're probably looking at it. Elijah with the James Harden move. I think we're going to see a step back, step side here. Oh, never mind. Good swing pass from Gabe to James. Back to Gabe. Two dribble drives in a row. Good fake pass. James at the top.
Swish!
Money. Look at that.
Nothing
High
but
IQ
net there
basketball.
for the James Meister.
I mean,
and my chair's about to fall down.
these
Ah!
chairs just sink into the ground.
Oh, especially with all this rain we had. No, not because of how much I weigh. Shut up.
Joave drives.
Our
He's got
sideline
Gabe on him.
reporter's chirping us.
Was that out? No, not out of bounds. Oh, I think
Oh,
we see
it's
something.
like they called a foul.
Like,
A foul!
looks like they called a foul, which I'm okay with that. Lon gets hacked all game, and that's the first foul of the game, so you can't be mad.
It's about all you can do with Lon under the basket is,
Yeah.
hack a shack.
Lon encourages it, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Caden, maybe jab step? I don't know if Caden knows.
I don't know if Caden knows what a jab step is.
Braden, dribble drive, surveys. A lot of outside action by the chosen ones.
Ooh.
Good finish.
Great bucket there by Braden. He's really been a subtle piece all night for the chosen ones.
Yeah, he's really figured it out. He maybe struggled a little in the first, but this second quarter and third quarter have been good quarters for him. Caden alone on an island with Elijah again. I don't love that defense by the chosen ones.
Ooh,
As
great
James hits
shot.
another three.
And that's going to be hard to guard if you're going to have Elijah down there with how good he is on the finish and how good James is on the kick out. That's going to be a hard little combo to guard there, and I think that's what has made them lethal all
Yeah.
season.
No good. Three no good by Braden. Shockers have the ball here. If I'm the chosen ones, I'm putting Lon on Elijah. He's just their island defense on Elijah. Elijah drives, they double team, and then they kick out for a three every time.
Yep.
It's a very simple offense. Or they don't double team, and Elijah scores. No good by
Almost
Elijah
like
there.
that.
That
You
was
jinxed it.
wow. No good by Braden there. Two offensive rebounds. Caden ends up with it.
An
Alley-oop
oop.
pass.
A little bit
I
early
think
to
that was off
Braden.
Braden, yeah.
That would have been a great pass, but
yeah.
Braden just
Caden
about
had his
two
mind
steps
in the right
behind, yeah.
place. Gabe takes it up. We've got a good game here, folks. A 1 point game. You'd love to see that against the chosen ones.
It's not an easy team to compete with, and how well the Shockers have been doing. It's really no surprise though.
Yeah.
Coming in with a 3-0 record, the only undefeated team in the league.
Yep.
It's really not expected, or not expected, to see a good game out of these two.
Yeah. This everyone had their calendars marked for this game.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good rebound by Lon there as James is no good on the three. Everyone just backs up when you see Lon. You have all three people down there. Lon surveys.
You know, Lon, he's been good this game, but
Caden got to shoot. No good. Caden's not resting that shot as much as he normally does. He's getting it over his head and he's like releasing it right after. He
Mhm.
doesn't bring it down.
he's not getting set enough.
Yeah.
He's
Exactly.
rushing it.
Caden on an island with Elijah. Juave backs up for good help defense. Elijah pointing at random places. Gabe with the ball. Kicks it out to James. Again with the
Good.
three. James Collins. This is great offense by the Shockers. They're a pick your poison type of offense as well.
This is what we didn't see in the second quarter by the Shockers. You know, just a bad shooting half and a bad
There
half
it
down
is.
low. There it
There
is
it
from
is.
Caden.
We saw him get way more set there. The beautiful mid-range by Caden again. Gabe takes it up.
It's a small HDMI cord. Useless.
Elijah with the ball. Drive and kick. We've seen that a lot from the Shockers.
There we
Again
go!
by James. He's hot. I think that may be his fourth one of the quarter.
You know, they've done that every possession basically every possession this quarter,
Yeah.
and I don't know how the chosen ones haven't caught on yet.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's a pick your poison. No good from Caden.
Wow, a little lot long from Caden there.
That's why I said it's live or die by Caden.
Mhm.
He's either gonna make those mid range or he's gonna miss them.
That is how basketball works. You either make it or you miss it.
Yep.
So,
or you give it to Lon and he always makes it.
yeah.
Lon
He's still,
surveys, backs
correct me if
down
I'm
Gabe.
wrong here, but is he shooting 100% from the field tonight?
he may be. I don't remember him missing. He did last game.
There.
Money
it is,
by
Caden.
Kadini.
But he was 100% from the field from. We'll see how the scorers score that one in a few days.
The statisticians.
Statisticians, whatever you call them.
Shockers, of course, running the clock.
Not surprising here at all. Grass is green play here from the Shockers.
Yeah. No surprise.
You know, three things are certain in life: death, taxes, and the Shockers are always going to hold the ball.
Yeah. James surveys there a little bit of movement from the Shockers. The clock hits 3-2. Gabe with the three. No
Short.
good. And that's going to be the third. Shockers lead by 3. Chosen Ones struggled a little bit more in that quarter. Shockers kind of figured out their offense there.
You know, I'd really like to see Lon get a little bit more involved in this offense tonight. He's been good, but he hasn't been Lon. You know,
Right.
He
yeah.
hasn't-
really see the loss of Landon Kimberlin. I'm sure it's
Mhm.
a different game with Landon. But it's still a close game. The Chosen Ones aren't playing bad. This Juave spins into James there. He backs him down. Good cutter.
Oh, some good defense there by the Shockers.
Out by the Shockers. That was
Lon
good
thought
defense.
he could catch him sleeping, but
Shockers know what they're doing down there. They have two guys crashing in on Juave as he drives, and they're betting on those Braden and Caden, and it didn't work there. Braden and Caden, who would have thought?
it rhymes.
Look at that. Basically the same player.
Except not even
Braden Caden.
Red Kid.
Juave with the ball. Caden surveys. Another mid-range, no good.
See, he jumped on that one.
Yeah.
He's got to keep his feet on the ground.
What do we see there?
Out of bounds on the Shockers. Though. It's
Oh.
going to stay with the chosen ones.
That is unfortunate. You get a good defensive stop there. Could have scored on the other end, but they get an unfortunate out-of-bounds call. Braden kicks out to Caden.
Right through the
Right
hands
out
of
of bounds. Wow.
That's going to give the balls right to the ball right to the Shockers.
That's unfortunate by the Chosen Ones. They Shockers got their stop, but then had a lapse of play there and lost the ball. But then Chosen Ones give it right back to the Shockers. Elijah being guarded by Braden. Braden being guarded by
Who's
Braden. Well, they may hold it for 6 minutes. It's a 3-point game, and
That would be a Shockers thing to do in this situation.
we've seen it before. In season 1, this is what they did every game. I would know. I was on the team. Elijah drives. Good passing kick. That's smart offense by the Shockers. Don't shoot that.
Gives it.
They should if I was Shockers, I'm resetting that. They could have that first look would have been good. Good driving kick.
No good. from
Great
James.
offensive rebound by Gabe there. Good timing.
Looks like the Shocker or the Chosen Ones
Elijah drives on
finally-
Braden.
finally switching up the defense a little bit. Their 1-2 wasn't really working with the
that out of the
isolation of
Chosen Ones?
Elijah.
All the way out in the grass there. I believe that was out in the Chosen Ones. Chosen Ones are figuring out that Shockers offense a little, but Shockers are just so smart that they're patient enough to wait until they get a good look.
Mhm.
You love to see that.
And they're good enough to change it up once they see that the Chosen Ones know it. They switch it up a little bit.
Yep.
And they look for maybe a different main guy to score because that first quarter and a half it was really Elijah who was doing most of the scoring.
Yep.
And then they sort of kicked it to James, because he got hot from the three, so
Right.
he sort of switched to the number one option.
It's the
You'd
great
like
thing.
to see Gabe get
Yep.
hot here too from three,
Another
and it might start now.
another three.
A
Wow.
good three from Gabe.
They stretched that lead to 6. That's huge, especially against the Shockers. If we have a 6-point lead, that might as well be a 12-point lead.
Mm-hmm.
The way they hold the ball. Juave backs down Gabe. He's got 3 people on him.
Oh!
He finishes through 3 people. That's a classic Juave move. We've seen that for years out here. Elijah takes it up.
That's good defense right there by the Shockers, but that is purely just better offense from
Yeah,
Juave.
the best offense. There's really nothing you can do. Elijah looked tired, but I guess he's not.
Looks like he's got a second wind a little bit.
Kick out, swing,
James
good
drives
fake.
in.
Another kick out.
Kicks
Beautiful offense by the Shockers. No good on
it.
a 3. Board by Lon. That was a good stop, but that Shockers offense, their high IQ is just so fun to watch. The drive and then the kick and then the kick and then the drive. You love to see that.
I'd sort of like to see the Chosen Ones speed up the offense a little bit here. With how good the Shockers offense has been, once you get a lead, it's going to be hard to protect. So you want to try and
Right.
get as big as a lead as you can.
3
obviously.
by Braden.
Ooh,
That was not on the line, was it?
I don't believe so.
Great shot by Braden there.
It brings them within one.
Yeah.
Next basket, hopefully, will put them in the lead here.
Shockers need to score here. Another drive. Elijah surveys. Oh, stripped by
great defense
Braden.
by Braden.
That's huge.
Fast break.
Oh,
Tipped away by James.
I believe that was off Braden. That was a great heads-up play,
We'll
though.
see.
Good defense.
I think that might have been off James.
Was it?
Looked like James
Looks like James got
tipped
the
it out.
little strip there. 1-point game, 4 minutes to go. Just under 4. Juave at the top of the key. They're going. Caden surveys. Weird. Oh, that's a pass, wasn't it? Was that a pass or a
I don't
shot?
think it was.
Hard to tell. Well, we'll ask the statisticians on that one too. Elijah with the hezzy drive, surveys. Gabe at the top of the key.
Decides not to shoot it. That's a rare decision from Gabe not to shoot
It
that
was
there.
surprising, but probably the smart one. It's not falling
Mhm.
too much. James starts to drive. Gabe surveys. Back to James on the wing. He drives middle. Good fader. No good.
Ooh, unlucky bounce there.
Yeah. I don't know if I love that if I'm the Shockers. They're getting really good shot
Mhm.
attempts. You don't want a dribble pull up really. Backs down. Elijah comes
Oh!
side, and this is championship game vibes there.
Lifts him off the ground there.
It's a good thing that Juave and Gabe are both great people there. 'Cause if that's not Juave down there, I mean, we might see some punches thrown. James
That was
takes
the
it
Polar
up.
Bear Vipers game. That might have been a little bit of
We would have seen 5 fouls called there. Yeah, for sure. What just fell out of my pocket?
and somehow a travel probably would be called.
Yeah, that as well. Would have seen, at least would have seen Ken on the floor. No good by Gabe. Juave takes it up.
I don't love that shot there from Gabe either. He's not a bad shooter, but tonight they just haven't really been falling for him.
It's just
I'd like to see him get a little bit of a better shot there.
yeah. They do get good shot attempts. Yeah, that was a little rushed. No good by Caden.
Same thing.
Chosen One's got to be smart here. They're still it's a 1-point game. Shockers lead. Oh, I thought we saw a travel there maybe. Elijah surveys with Caden on him. I know Elijah's loving this island defense with Caden on him. Oh,
Caden really
maybe
has
not.
decided to get more
Yeah.
aggressive. That first quarter, he really just didn't really want to.
Chosen Ones are
Get up
saying
on
they're
him.
gonna foul. Is that a foul? Okay.
All right.
Foul by Caden.
Now there'll be one within bonus.
I guess that's Chosen One's first foul there.
Yep.
If I'm chosen ones
Oh!
there, I'm counting
Ooh.
out loud because they could have got that.
Oh.
They do not foul
And a
there, but it
great
works
rebound.
out for the
Oh!
chosen. Oh,
Oh, a
Braden
lucky
pushes.
kick there.
smart move by Braden there to pull it out. I feel like whenever the chosen ones have the ball, everything over there without Lon having the ball is just like just for fun they pass it around. Like nothing happens on offense until Lon touches.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fourth quarter, isn't it?
It is.
Whoops. Score guy messed that up. Must have a lot on his plate.
I heard it's the camera guy. The camera
Probably
guy's also
so.
doing the score, so.
Yeah, we have an advanced camera. Lon backs down Gabe.
Looks like there's a little frog behind us.
Really?
I think that's what that was.
Out of bounds there on the Shockers hit that went out, I believe. Caden at the top of the key. Braden with the ball. He's got Elijah on him. Good screen by Caden. Lon. Now the offense starts.
Oh, great defense there
Yeah.
by Elijah.
The jump ball. I mean, you can't ask for much better defense by the Shockers there.
They've really found the kryptonite of just putting three guys on him, and with the chosen ones not really being a 3-point shooting team.
Cade mid-range. Money!
It's grass green shot. There we go.
That man is clutch. K. Deeney with his magic again. Another from the mid-range.
Chosen ones by one now.
James on an island with Braden. He takes it in. No
No
good.
good.
Big
Strong
rebound by
by
Lon. Wow. Uh-oh. A foul by the Shockers there.
That's a smart foul there.
First foul by the Shockers. The next one will put him in the bonus.
Oh, and looks like we got a streaker on the court.
Lon passes it in. Caden with the finish. Uh-oh.
Was that a rare dunk by
A
Caden?
rare
we
dunk.
see?
Wow.
Wow. Looks
We've
like
got
we got a streaker on the court.
We've got a game, folks. 3-point game with 40 seconds left. Elijah
out to
kicks
Gabe.
it
Can
to
he hit
Gabe
this
for
one?
three.
No
No good.
good.
Caden with the rebound and the foul. The foul by the Shockers.
Oh.
Shockers fouled, right?
No, looks like the
No,
shot.
no fouls by the Shocker. And
Oh,
a
he
three by
ties it
Gabe. He ties the game.
The missed dunk by Braden leads to a 3 to tie it.
That's huge. I don't know what happened on the other side of the court there.
It looked like he went up for a bit of a longer dunk because, it looked like there might have been a little bit of miscommunication.
Right, yeah.
Miscommunication.
Kicks it out to Caden.
Decides
There-
not to shoot a shot. That's probably smart. With James running up.
10 seconds left. It's tied up. Juave surveys. Good strip by Gabe there. Pokes the ball out.
You'd like to see one shot from the chosen ones here, and likely you want that one shot to be from Lon.
This last seconds, this is where legends are made. Juave drives it. Caden for mid-range. Is he
No
close?
good!
No good!
No good!
Overtime! We see the first
And-
overtime of the night. He basically was streaking. Tip goes up. Chosen ones with the ball. Caden hands it off to Juave.
That's a big tip win there by the chosen ones.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Juave has lost to tip all season. He's around 6'3", and we have like some 6'6", 6'7" guys. 5'11" and a half. My
I don't
apologies.
think so. I think I'm 5'11". And you're a good 2 inches taller than me.
The 8.5 hoops throw you off because Lon might be 5'9", and I wouldn't know. But Juave surveys. They're going to hold the ball. Classic Shocker strategy here. And, I mean, we just saw the most entertaining 2 minutes of basketball, and it all comes crashing down here. Juave has at the top of the key. Gabe extends the defense. This is smart offense by Juave, but we don't love to see it. Juave drives. Oh, he loses it. That's huge. Oh. Did we see a foul there? Was that a foul?
Yeah, it looks like it was a.
He
Juave
gets
got
hit every
hacked.
time, though. Is that a free throw? Wait, is that bonus? I don't think so.
Bugs
Gotta be
are out tonight. Wow.
Braden surveys with Elijah on him. We've got under 2 to go.
You'd like to see Braden get a bucket here. To redeem himself after that missed dunk.
Yeah.
Really.
That was a play. That might have ended up being one of the biggest plays of the whole game right
Mhm.
there. They could have extended that lead.
And potentially for the postseason. I mean, you're looking at two teams who are likely going to be fighting for a 1 seed.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Caden with the ball. That's what the Shockers want. They try to get a steal here. Oh, Caden
Oh!
driving
Caden
dunk
with the
by
clutch
Caden!
dunk on Elijah!
Wow! It looks like he can dunk.
Wow!
Wow! Normally the rim and Caden are best friends. He normally only throws it in, but that one he practically hung on it like Shaquille O'Neal. James
Elijah with the
Cervez.
contest on that one too. That is a huge basket there.
Shockers have to be shocked after that one.
Good
I
one.
know I am. Elijah drives and kicks. James for three.
No good. It's a
good.
little short.
Tip
Kicked it to
rebound.
Elijah.
Pump fake on
Oh,
Lon.
gets him to.
Do we see a foul
Looks like there's
called
gonna
there?
be a foul there. Yep. And my chair is halfway in the ground once again.
two free throws for the Shockers there. Good pump fake.
Look at that thing. Look at it.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't think I was getting that big.
Little confusion. Yeah, 2 shots. We're under 2 minutes. I think it's still 2 shots.
Under 2 minutes. Or it would be under a minute.
Yeah, it is under 2 minutes, so you'll be shooting 2 shots. That was a good heads-up play. We don't see a lot of fouls called with these smarter teams until the end of the game, and I love to see that.
Yep.
You don't see people abusing the foul rule. Elijah shoots.
Oh,
Ugh.
good.
That was disgusting to see.
That was one of the worst free throw attempts I've seen in
You,
my 2 games of commentating.
you didn't have to look at where it was going to know it wasn't going in. Big free throw by Elijah
Makes
there. He
that
shoots
one.
1 at 2. Caden passes it in. Again with the Shockers one. Foul. Foul there by the Shockers instantly.
That's a good foul there, you know.
That's going to be a huge part of the game there. Elijah's 1 at 2 in the free throws there. We'll see how Lon does at the free throw line.
You know, Lon not known for his shooting ability, but
With this 4-pointer, no matter what, we're seeing a 1-possession game. I mean, even if he makes both, it's still a 3-point game, but they could take the lead. Big free throw by Lon there. 1-1.
you'd like to see at least one attempt this game. We haven't been blessed with one yet.
No good there. Clock starts. Shockers with the ball. 50 seconds left.
This
2-point
is-
game.
This is who you want the ball to be in. The ball hand. The hand.
The
What?
hands. The ball.
James for 3 for the lead.
Boom!
James with the
9-1
big
by
three!
James. That's huge.
Puts
Duave
the-
brings it up.
Puts the Shockers up by 1, and the chosen
Wow.
one's really
That-
need a basket here.
That's why they're called the Shockers. Duave drives.
oh,
Oh!
no good.
Would have
And,
been.
it's,
Oh, he
and a
strips.
pickpocket by James, but he cannot hang on.
Oh my
Looks like it'll be
gosh.
chosen one's
A
ball.
wild pass there by Lon. It was a little off the mark. Caden would have been wide open for that mid-range, but it hit off the rim and the backboard. 22 seconds left. They check it up. Duave at the top of the key. Duave drives. It's a 1-point game. Good defense. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, a
Do we see
great
it?
block there.
Did we
Oh,
It's a
looks like we got
foul
a foul.
another one?
Lon needs to make at least one of these.
I mean, a lot of people at home are going to think he's just calling him because it's, it's a close game and they really need the points. But the Shockers really had to get a stop there, so that was real physical defense. Duave for the free throw.
And
No good on the first.
You know Duave, he's a pretty honest guy, so
Yeah.
he's not gonna.
That's a genuine guy. Even if it wasn't a foul.
It's good.
Good free throw by Lon. He goes
Shockers
1 and
probably-
2. Tied
Probably
up.
looking for one shot here.
10 seconds left on the clock in overtime. Timeout by Gabriel Linneman, the captain of the Shockers.
Shockers are gonna talk this one over, which is probably a smart idea, but
6 seconds left. Who's taking the shot?
it's hard to say. You know, between James and Elijah this game, with how good they've been. But you can't rule out Gabe either.
Right,
with
yeah.
how good of a shooter he is. You know, it's not exactly showing this game, but you know he's definitely an option from the 3-point line. But you don't really need it here.
If I know the Shockers, they're thinking right now it's a smart move to go for a layup because it's an easier basket. But that's not the case against the Chosen Ones.
No.
Their driving kicks worth all game. If I'm them, I'm probably running a good pick and roll for Elijah. Elijah's driving hard to the basket, turn around, probably go for Collins for the 3.
Yep.
I think we'll see something similar to that.
You know, and the chosen ones are probably looking at that a little bit, but
Right.
I mean they've been running it all game and it's been hard to
I mean,
stop. So
Someone just called out that whole play out loud. So hopefully they see it coming. I don't know. No. It looks way worse in these conditions. Dude, I respect it. These things are hard to hear through.
yeah, they are.
I probably would have heard him.
He just grabbed it. He just
Yeah,
walked
so-
up and grabbed it.
You see, you guys gonna check it up? Shockers getting ready to check it up at the top of the key. 6 seconds left in overtime. 1 point game, or tied up. Not 1 point game. When he touches it. Schwabe says he's going to throw it at his face, but he does not. Elijah backs down, kick out. Gabe, post up, fade away.
No good!
Oh, double
Yeah, it looked
overtime.
Like they're-
Yeah.
it would really, really be a good battle between them two.
Tip
And
goes to
grabs
Chelsea
the
once
green,
again.
Jawave wins the tip.
Yeah. No surprise there. Aggressive defense by Elijah and Braden. He's going. That's a good way to get a steal is if Braden or Caden has the ball. 'Cause if Lon has it, they've got some steals down low, but that was just Lon having 3 people on him. He takes it.
Oh,
my
man!
gosh!
Slaves it
Lon
home with
with a
authority!
huge dunk over 3 Shockers to take the 2-point lead. This guy is crazy.
Wow.
There's really not. What are you gonna do
I
about
mean,
that?
you can't. You know, you could get under him and maybe try and get that charge, but
I
you
mean,
know it's not worth it.
that's NBA level athleticism on an 8.5 hoop. That is crazy. James surveys. They've got Gabe down there in the post with Caden on him. Gabe being double teamed. Good cut by Elijah. Stretches the floor out for Gabe. Gabe for 3. No good.
That's James.
Oh yeah, James for 3.
That's a big miss there by James. You know, would have put.
Do you
them
guys
up
call a
on-
foul?
Oh, I don't think that was a jump ball.
Okay, so they tried to call a jump ball. That was a checkup foul.
Good foul there.
I was a little confused there. I thought Joao was passing it in, but I think they checked it
Yeah.
from
Which is
from
kind of
under
an
the
onside
basket.
to see.
Yeah, that was
Taking it
definitely
down
interesting.
low.
Under 2 minutes. I think both fouls are. Yeah. I don't know if that's the rule. Honestly, I don't think that's right. Joave with the free throw. Money.
Good for Milan.
Love to see. That's a clutch player right there. That
Mhm.
stretches the lead to 3. Another one.
Good.
Money. Look at that. Lon wanted to make it a little bit more interesting, so he let it go to a double OT. I think that's what happened here. Yeah. Elijah surveys with Lon on him. Little.
A good switch defense there by the chosen ones.
You hear a lot of communications for the chosen ones, and oh,
Uh-oh.
another strip.
And here comes it.
Lon drives on James. No good there. They call foul.
Got a foul there.
Ouch. I mean, I'm not surprised.
But
There's
it
nothing
is-
you could do with Lon on you.
Yeah. That's a good foul there. I mean,
Money.
both how well Joavi's been shooting it from the line.
Yeah.
It could be 2 points either way.
He's locked it
Yeah.
in this quarter, stretches the lead to 6. But that's still only. I mean, you could see a 4-pointer, so it's always closer than it seems.
Yeah, 6 is not a big lead in this league. Especially
Elijah
with how
drives,
good these
driving
teams are.
kick. Gabe at the top of the key. Money.
Good
That's
from
huge.
Gabe.
We've seen a lot of clutch plays here. Beautiful shot by Gabe there. Oh, Joabe wanted that long
Ooh.
pass. Instant
like they
foul
should've-
there.
Elijah started to count, but it was a little bit too late. He
Yeah.
may have gotten him up to 4 seconds potentially if he would have counted from the start.
Yeah. I'm just glad he counted. A lot of these teams would have no idea, and they would just
cool, I
try
got
to
a stink
call it.
bug on me.
Okay. All right. All right. Braden Wilsmeyer at the free throw line.
Oh, Banks at home.
Wow. They've made this is clutch by the chosen ones. They're what are they 3 of 3 from the free throw line here? In
So
the
far,
double
yes.
OT?
4 of
Another one
4.
goes. Wow, that's
Takes to a
huge.
5-point lead. They're gonna have to hopefully look for 2
Another
3-pointers.
drive. Elijah for 3. Gabe,
Oh,
good pass.
Great
good
pass.
finish.
Great look there by Gabe and a
We're
great
probably gonna
finish
see
by
an
James.
instant foul here. 4. Foul. Fouls Caden. That's who you want to foul with Joave making these last free throws and Braden as well. Caden's shot is not from the top of the key.
No.
That's the thing.
Wow, that stink bug is real stinky, folks. It is.
Caden shoots the free throw.
Oh!
Wow. Look at that. That might have been a little bit of magic there. Caden again. No good.
He may have stolen some
a lot
of
of
the magic from
bounces.
Tyrese Halliburton.
He may have. That's why they call him the Cadini.
Wow,
Gabe with the
that's
ball. Kicks it to James again. No
no
good. Big rebound by Gabe. That's huge. Gabe with the fake. And the
Oh,
finish!
a great
Wow!
bucket by
They cut
Gabe.
it to 2 with that. And another... Oh, stop the clock early.
Oh.
Another instant foul by the Shockers. That's huge. They almost didn't get the ball in there either.
Uh-huh.
Huge offensive rebound by Gabe. That was clutch. Schwab
Some
at
great
free throw line.
versatility down low to be able to finish over. Who did he finish over? Caden?
Yeah, I believe it was Caden. So
I mean, that's still some pretty good.
but a lot of
Caden's still
high.
a good defender.
Schwab buries that one again. I believe he missed a few before this, but
I think
this
he only
double
missed
OT
one.
hit, no
misses
good
that
there.
one.
40
That's
seconds.
A huge miss there. Now they're gonna have to go for a 3 instead of a 4.
They could take the lead here.
Mm-hmm.
Elijah with
Stick
it.
bug. It's on my hands.
Do you run the clock here if you're the Shockers? Kicks it into Gabe on Caden. No,
No
good.
good.
That's a huge miss and an instant foul. That's huge.
Not exactly the shot you would want there.
Right. It was a good move, but Caden has a lot of size there, so he's a a hard guy to finish over there. Joave again from free throw line. No good on the first. He's missed 2 in a row now. That's huge. That keeps it a 1-possession game.
Shockers are gonna have to play some good defense here.
No good again, but Chosen
Lon
Ones
gets
get
his
the
own.
rebound. Wow.
That is a huge rebound there.
That is
Great bounce too. It really just went straight to him.
money. The shooter he shoots that, the quicker he shoots that free throw, the more likely it is to go in. Like, look at that. Bang.
Catch and shoot.
That's
the
a
chosen ones up
2-possession
5 now.
game here. James with a quick move. Elijah out at the top of the key.
Oh,
Almost made
just
that.
misses it.
For 4.
Oh,
good. Big
barely
rebound.
misses it.
Hits him for 4 again.
Gotta
6
shoot it.
seconds left.
No good.
2
Looks like-
seconds left. Another 4.
And
That's
the
no
chosen
good.
ones win in double overtime.
That's huge. Clutch free throws by the chosen ones and just a few good stops there at the end.